Welcome to the fifth video on Mechanics 2. In this video, we will be discussing about accelerating coordinate systems and principle of equivalence. In the last few videos, we were discussing about coordinate system which is having uniform acceleration, and what we found is that the laws of physics in a uniformly accelerated system are identical to those in an inertial system, provided that we introduce fictitious force to each and every particle. We know that fictitious force has a form F is equal to minus ma, where a is the acceleration of the coordinate system, which is a constant. So F is proportional to m. And we know that the gravitational force is also have similar form F is equal to mg, where g is a constant. So F is proportional to mass. So as the mass increases, the force increases in case of fictitious force as well as the gravitational force. So the principle of equivalence says that the fictitious force is indistinguishable from gravitational force with g is equal to minus a. The fictitious force and the gravitational force are indistinguishable if a is equal to minus g. Now what does it mean? That if we have a mass m on the surface of earth, then we will have a force F is equal to mg. Now if you take the same mass to space on a coordinate system, but in space there is no gravity, but the coordinate system accelerates upwards with an acceleration a is equal to minus g. So the magnitude of acceleration a is equal to g, but it is accelerating upward. Now if you keep the same object of mass m in this frame of reference, what will you observe? That there is no gravitational force. So the only force is there is a fictitious force. So F is equal to minus ma. So a is equal to minus g. So F is equal to minus m into minus g, which means F is equal to mg. So in both cases you will get exactly same force. In the case of gravitational force on earth on a stationary object will be equal to mg, and the fictitious force acting on a object which is accelerating in a frame of reference which has an acceleration a is equal to minus g, that object will also have same force F is equal to mg. So in these two states are indistinguishable. Einstein proposed a thought experiment. The experiment is the following: a person stands inside a lift and the lift is totally closed, he can't see anything outside the lift, and he is holding an apple in his hand. Now the first case, the person is kept on the surface of earth, there is no acceleration, he is at rest, or he can have uniform velocity, but let's take he is at rest. So if he drops the apple, what will happen? The apple will go down with an acceleration a is equal to g. There is no doubt about it. So the person standing inside a stationary lift on the surface of earth drops an apple, then the apple will go down with an acceleration a is equal to g. Now if you take the entire person and the lift and the apple to a space where there is no gravity, and if you accelerate the lift upwards with a magnitude a is equal to g, but the direction is upward, so you can, if you include the direction, then a is equal to minus g. The lift is accelerating upward, so the fictitious force will be acting downward. Now you know the magnitude of the fictitious force, which is equal to minus ma. So if you substitute for ma, you will get F is equal to mg. Now if the person drops the apple, then what will happen to the apple? The apple will go down with exactly same acceleration as g downwards. The apple will go down with an acceleration a is equal to g. If a person standing inside a stationary lift on the surface of earth drops an apple, he would see that apple is going down with an acceleration a is equal to g. And if the same person and lift and everything is taken to space, and if the entire thing is accelerated upwards with an acceleration a is equal to minus g, then if he drops the apple, then the apple will go down with an acceleration a is equal to g. Or the person can't distinguish between these two states. He can't say that whether he is inside a lift which is stationary on the surface of earth, or he is inside a lift which is moving with an acceleration a is equal to minus g in space. So these two things are equivalent. Let's take another example. If a person stands inside a lift and the lift is freely falling down, what does that mean? The lift and the person and everything is accelerating downwards with an acceleration is equal to g. So then the total force acting on the system will be 0, because the gravitational force is acting downwards and the fictitious force is acting upward. Both are equal and opposite, so they cancel out. So if he drops an apple, what will happen? That the apple will look like stationary, as if the person and the apple is in space where there is no acceleration due to gravity. So the person can't distinguish whether he is inside a lift which is freely falling down or he is in space where there is no gravity. One of the real life example of the use of principle of equivalence is the zero gravity flight. So initially astronauts are trained in a zero gravity flight, but I think now it is available for tourists also. So what is a zero gravity flight? How can someone create a region of space where there is no gravity on the surface of Earth? They takes the flight into a very high altitude and then they drop the flight vertically downwards with an acceleration a is equal to g, so that the fictitious force and the force due to the gravity cancel out and the people feel as if it is a region of space where there is no gravity. But in fact the gravitational force exists there, and one more force, fictitious forces, also exist there, and both of them cancel and people will have a feeling that the region of space is having zero gravity. I have given a link in the description where you can watch how a zero gravity flight works. Please watch it. The principle of equivalence can be summarized like this. There is no way to distinguish locally between a uniform gravitational acceleration g and an acceleration of the coordinate system in space with a is equal to minus g. We can't distinguish between these two states. I emphasize a word locally here because if the person inside the lift, if he can see something outside, then he will be able to make out whether he is on the surface of Earth or he is in space. For example, if he sees a tree outside and if he drop the apple and if he feels that tree is stationary and the apple is going down, then it means that he is on the surface of Earth. He and the tree are on the surface of Earth and the gravity is acting downwards on the apple. Or he himself, tree, apple, everything is inside a very big lift which is in space and which is accelerating upward with an acceleration a is equal to g. So in order to distinguish whether he is on the surface of Earth or he is in space, he has to look at an object which is very far away from his surrounding, like a stationary star in space. Now if the person can see a stationary star in space, then if the star remains stationary and the apple is moving downwards with an acceleration a is equal to g, then he can say for certain that he is on the surface of Earth. Why? Because the gravitational force, and like any force, dies off as the length increases. As the distance increases, the effect of gravity decreases. As we move away from Earth, the gravitational force due to Earth decreases, and if you have sufficiently large distance, there won't be any gravitational force. Now, if you look at a star which is very far away from us, the gravitational force of Earth on the star will be negligible. So the Earth can't attract the star. And if you see that the star is stationary and the apple is falling down, then there is only one solution, that the person is on the surface of Earth and the apple is falling down due to gravity. Now, if the star is also falling down and if the apple is falling down, then there is only one solution. The person is inside a lift which is accelerating upwards with an acceleration a is equal to minus g. So he can distinguish only by looking into a very distant object, because the force due to gravity or any real force dies off as the distance increases. But the fictitious force, which is not a real force, it spans everywhere in the universe and does not dies off. It has equal magnitude everywhere in the universe. So you can distinguish only by looking into an object which is at far distance. You can't distinguish by looking into an object which is very close to you. Okay, now if you observe an apple which is falling down with an acceleration equal to g, then there are only two solutions, or in fact three solutions, and the third solution is a combination of the first two. The first solution will be you are on the surface of Earth and you are stationary and the apple is falling down due to the attraction of Earth or the gravitational force. The second solution is that you are in space and your coordinate system is accelerated upwards with an acceleration a is equal to minus g. Then if you drop the apple will go down with the same acceleration. Or a combination of this can also be true. I'll give you an example that if you are at some height where the acceleration due to gravity is half of g and you are inside a lift which is accelerating upward with an acceleration is equal to minus half of g, in that case also the apple will fall down with an acceleration g. In this video we discuss about the principle of equivalence. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I'm Dr. Pradeep, your physics teacher. If you have any doubt or any comment, please comment below.